C'est là où tu as un balisage. Soit tu son bataille qui te gagne, pas gagne bête, ça veut dire ou perdu poule, ou perdu cochon, ou perdu toute qualité, pas gagne jardin, ça veut dire tout le monde perdu et puis surtout sans que dans tout ça on va même mettre caille même parce que caille tout le monde crasé. Nous perdu toute bagaille.
In the context of Hurricane Matthew, with the limited resources that people have, they're forced to make decisions like, do I spend the little money I have on repairing my home or on making sure my child is able to go back to school? Cash is really valuable in letting people manage their own recovery and making decisions that are important to them and their families. In many cases, we find that cash is more efficient than in-kind assistance because people can buy the things that they need quickly. Cash assistance is appropriate when markets are functioning. In the wake of an emergency, often one of the first things to come back actually is the local market in some form. In a lot of cases, the goods and services that people need in an emergency are already there and they're already in the markets, being sold by their neighbors and by other vendors that are in the community. If we're providing distributions of a food item that's also available in the local shops, and that could be displacing a person's livelihood, and it could be taking away from much needed cash in that community. And an important part in any of our responses is to, as quickly as possible, help livelihoods restart right away and help the local economy get back on its feet. The decision of what form of cash to provide really depends on the context and what the needs of the people are. Now we're shifting towards digital cash payments, so this would be through a mobile phone company, mobile money, a debit card or a prepaid card, bank transfer or a check. And those are all ways of providing cash, and that's really small, it's really discreet, it can be much safer. In order to make sure that cash is really getting in the hands of people who really need it, CRS and partners work directly with the communities to identify the people that really are most in need. We also do monitoring after people are receiving the cash to find out how they've been using it. Cash is not always the best way to meet people's needs. Sometimes beneficiaries prefer to receive direct assistance. In some cases, markets are not functional and we have to bring in goods and services from the outside. In some cases, there are very high technical standards that we need to maintain, and providing cash alone will not enable us to maintain those standards. It's really important to understand the market dynamics in the community, and by providing cash where it's appropriate, we're able to support those local structures that exist, support those vendors that are there, the local economy, the local livelihoods of that place, rather than potentially displacing a really important system that's really critical to emergency recovery. We ground our programs in this principle of upholding dignity. When we provide freedom of choice, enable people to have control over their own decision-making processes and their own self-recovery, that really speaks to who we are as an agency and the values that we uphold in enabling people's recovery.